Bonjour à toutes et tous, vous écoutez First Print, votre podcast comics préféré pour une nouvelle émission du format Super Friends en plein milieu du Paris Fan Festival. On continue les rencontres avec les artistes et dans cet épisode, on va à la rencontre du dessinateur espagnol Iban Coello, le Stormbreaker de chez Marvel. On lui doit Dark Ages, il a repris les Fantastic Four récemment avec Ryan North. Il a fait beaucoup de travaux dans l'industrie des comics mainstream. C'est aussi un très bon character designer, donc le générique va se lancer, puis on va se retrouver en anglais évidemment pour cette interview. Merci de nous écouter. So this is really nice to have you here, Iban. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hi.
Since it's the first time we speak together, I'm obliged to start with the most basic question, which is, who are you, Iban? Can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Okay. Hi, my name is Iban Coello, and I work for Marvel Comics. And my last work, it was Fantastic Four.
Okay, so that was really brief. You did good. So if we can start a little bit maybe about the beginning, or also this is quite a basic question, but were you always a fan of comics? Were you reading comics in Spain? Is it accessible? Are there comic book shop in Spain?
When I was young, I was not a comic book reader. I just loved the sea drawings. I mean, I started to buy comic books and read comic books, not with comic books. It was with manga, with Dragon Ball. It was my first book that I bought. It was a Dragon Ball book. But my uncle for that time buy me a lot of stuff with drawings there. One of them was single issues from Spider-Man, Venom. I mean, like what he found, there was no consistency in the story just because for the drawings, and for that time, another uncles of mine, they collected some Spanish versions of the comic books that they were sold too cheap there, and I was amazed to find that comic books and trying to replicate. And I mean, I was not a reader, but I was always involved with that kind of characters. In fact, my first when I was really young, I discovered that Norman Osborn was the Green Goblin, but I didn't understand what was happening in the comic book.
All right, and what drew you to the drawings, to the drawing board? Why did you decide to be an artist?
Because I want to live. I needed to pay bills in some way.
There are better ways to earn money than being an artist, you know.
Yeah, but I thought that I could. I mean, I prefer to make a living with doing something that I love, that I enjoy. You know that when you used to relate work with something that you love, at the end it becomes just work, and you don't enjoy it in the same way that when it was not job. But if you can find time to find the right spot to enjoy it, it's, I don't know the word in English, but it's like in Spain we say te llena. It makes you full of joy. Okay, it's like it's different the way you can enjoy a regular work than some work that it's related with something that you love. I don't know if it makes sense.
I think it does, yeah. But yeah,
we would say fulfillment. I think in English.
Yeah, yes.
But do you think, like, because when you see your modern style, it actually looks really in the tradition of superhero comics, you know, with the big movements, the big sequence, the big action. Yet you said you grew up with manga. So do you think some American artists had an influence on the way that you discovered and apprehended the way you constructed your pages in the American market?
I think that now we are exposed to a lot of kind of art, a lot of kind of comic books, manga, that they are their own way to tell a story. manga is really fast. At the same time, it's fast, but not so fast because you have 3 pages just for one punch, and you see the reaction, and then the other guy, and in American comic books, you in one page they tell you a full story in one page, and with just the storytelling, it's they have different paces, and sometimes one of them works better than the other, and be able to be exposed to all that kind of ways to tell a story gives you more ammunition, more weight to more resources to make your own style and on your own way to tell that story. I usually when I have to draw some action panels or stuff like that, I try to go for the manga style, because I think that they sorry, I am translating.
Yes.
They do better the action sequences. They have a lot of movement and impact than the American comic books. But if you see now that kind of influence is it's just not for me. It's a lot of guys from my generation have grown up with Dragon Ball, Naruto, stuff like that, and in some kind of way they put that kind of influence to their work in different levels.
So we know that there are many Spanish artists working for Marvel or DC, but at the time when you were beginning, maybe there were not so many artists. Was it hard for you to break into the American publishing market?
It was not too hard. It was like we were lucky because there were really big Spanish artists like Carlos Pacheco, Salvador La Roca, that they opened the door to the new artists. And for us, it was relatively easy. Just come in a convention, see if there were some kind of portfolio revision, and just bring your stuff there. It's the way I do it. I did it. I bring my own portfolio there. I was talking with an editor, and I didn't have any expectation. I mean, I thought that maybe just for trying, and they gave me the card with the email. I was okay, it's great. I lost it. I had to go the next year to talk with another one with another portfolio, and they gave me again the card, and then I did some samples, and I was in it.
Yeah, but it took some time for you to become more visible at Marvel, because before the Venom series with Cullen Bunn, you were mostly just maybe not on the front covers. You know what I'm saying? So how did this relationship came to be with Cullen Bunn, and why did this character of Venom was maybe a better material for you?
I think that I was lucky enough to be related with some projects. Just in the same time, there was a movie. When I started to do my Deadpool run, the Deadpool movie was out maybe 1 month ago. I mean, and with the Venom stuff, the Venom movie was at the same time. I mean, I was lucky that the character I was drawing in some way was more visible, and then my work was more visible, and at the same time, I tried to improve my work. I was really rookie when I started drawing. I had a lot of doubts, fears, and then with time, when it was a mixture of lucky, of time. When this happened, I was secure enough to do a good work, and they put me in the right place in the right moment.
Yeah. And then eventually they put you in the Stormbreaker era of comics, which you did the Dark Ages comic series with Tom Taylor. Was it a big work to reinvent a new version of the Marvel universe with all these new designs and this storyline that was really intertwined, lots of characters, lots of action sequences?
It was crazy because it started. I mean, I didn't knew that I was doing that series. I just did do you saw that there were some pages just only in the Free Comic Book Day comic book? I just thought that I was only do that. And then at the end, it was Tom who told me, hey, have you seen that, the announce? And I was like, okay, yes. It was like, okay, what do you mean with the announce? I just did the 10 pages. And do you know what? No, don't worry.
So
He talked with the editor, and I was in. I mean, they knew that I was doing that, but I didn't realize that.
You drew the prologue, but you didn't know at that time that it was a prologue.
I was doing another thing. I was in a production mode, and I didn't realize that I was the artist for that.
Okay.
And they needed to tell me a couple of times. Like, okay. I mean, okay. And then we started to do all the world building, and it was really fun, but it was a lot of work.
What kind did you have to make researches for visual elements?
Yes, but when you are working for Marvel DC, you usually you are just working, and you have some time to work in at least it's what I can tell you. Maybe another artist has more time. I am that kind of guy that works really fast and is always working. I only have usually not too much to do the world building, but Tom has a very clear idea of what he wanted, and he was really specific with some things, and then he left me do my own stuff when he put the basis. And it was really funny because really easy because I just needed to take what we build at first and then just translate it to maybe okay, now the characters use leather armors. Just take that concept and put it to another characters and trying to make the costume some kind of similar to the regular one, but with some tweaks, and trying to respect that they don't have the kind of technology to do the lycra stuff. I mean, just he put the concepts, and we worked together with that, and then I just had to put that concept to each character. There were just only a couple of characters like the Human Torch and Iron Man, and they were very specific with the ideas. In fact, the armor of the Human Torch, it was based in how you play the Metal Gear Solid 3, the Fury, because I thought he don't have any kind of suit that will. I mean, every time he fires on, he will burn his stuff because there is no the technology to do the molecular, new suite that he has. And then I was looking for ignifuge for fireproof suites, and I thought that character of Metal Gear was really great, and I mixed a lot of concepts using as a base that guy that is always in fire. And if you see, it's like some kind of a space suite mixed with a firefighter suite. It's like trying to put things together. It was really fun.
Okay, and so we already have to finish, but no, it's all right.
You talk too much.
It's not at the time, and you're not talking too much. But since you've been doing a Fantastic Four with Brian North, what holds the future for you? Are you still continuing with Marvel? Are you planning some creator-owned stuff? What can you tell?
I don't know. Recently, the Marvel have announced that I am the artist doing the new Venom event.
The Venom War. You're doing Venom War,
I'm working on that now. I have finished a couple of issues, but I have to.
Are you gonna do Venom dinosaurs because you did the Fantastic Four dinosaurs?
I can spoil too much things.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, Iban. Pleasure.